everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are on my island Barnacle and we're going to be building this area today, which is going to be Nooks Cranny. Now honestly, I had no idea what I was going to do with the in-game buildings, so yeah, we're just going to do our best and hope for the best and hope it comes out cute. Well, not cute. We want it to be abandoned looking. Before we get started though, I'd love it if you could like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Now let's get started with today's build. As I was saying, we will be building the area around Nooks Cranny today. And first things first, we need to get that road extended. Now I'm probably not going to take the road much further than this Nooks Cranny. I'm going to put a little bridge in and then I'm thinking maybe doing a few houses across the bridge. And I'll probably make those houses look like they used to be little holiday cabins or something. I mean, obviously the villagers will still be living in them because where else are they supposed to live apart from their holiday cabins since they've been abandoned on this island? Yeah, so hopefully I'm able to do that. Hopefully there's enough space. I haven't actually measured how much space is over there yet. So hopefully there's enough for me to be able to do that. Also, I do have some other builds planned as well. Like I want to do an abandoned hotel kind of area with a swimming pool and yeah, some things like that. So basically I want to do like little touristy areas. Also thinking of maybe doing like a small-ish jungle looking area maybe. And you know what building I actually do have plans for that's an in-game building? And that's the museum, which is funny because that's the biggest building, I think, and normally people don't know what to do with it, but I think I do. I think I know what I want to do. Oh wait, hang on, my museum's on the beach, isn't it? It's still in Blather's tent. Oh, I don't need to do the museum. Okay, well, guess what? The museum idea's gone. I'll save that for another island. Okay, that's kind of annoying because, like I said, I had plans for that building and now I don't. But I kind of like it being in a tent because I've always wanted to keep Blathers in a tent and it's quite perfect on the beach. Who knows? We'll decide later on. I'll probably either keep it in the tent or make it into a building. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see till later. As for the other buildings, I don't know what I'm going to do with Able Sisters. Don't have a clue what I plan to do with that. I might make it just look like it's a little tourist shop or something and yeah, just make it look like it's out of business now, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to do that one. I think the campsite might not be so bad because I can kind of just blend that in with something else because it's quite a smallish building and it's not too like obvious, if that makes sense. So hopefully that one's not so bad. I just don't know where I'm going to put it yet though. Anyway, those builds are another day's problem. We are just going to focus on Nooks Cranny now. So now that we've finished doing our road and we're just placing in the sidewalk, so that's all done. We're using the same codes, of course, because I just love these. I also decided to break up those tiles a little bit by adding some grass code in between. And I might do this in a few more places actually on some of the road that I've already placed down. So yeah, I might go back along and change some of those pieces. Now over here, I wanted it to look like it used to be a building, maybe, or maybe like a shed or something next to Nooks Cranny. So we've got the stonework kitchen, we've also got the retro transportation stop. And now I wasn't too sure if I was going to keep this like this, but I decided to use the fencing in the damage customization in front of Nooks Cranny. So you can literally only just about squeeze through to get into Nooks Cranny itself. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this. I'm not too sure. It might grow on me. We'll see. But for now, I'm very indecisive. So if you see another Nooks Cranny build on this island, it's because I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. I decided to use those because I wanted to kind of block off the lovely bright colours from the Nooks Cranny, and I thought the castle wall won't fit in very well. It might make it look a bit too castle-y, so I decided to go with the fencing. So yeah, like I said, hopefully it grows on me, otherwise there will be another Nooks Cranny build. So we've just popped behind Nooks Cranny to do a little bit of terraforming. I just want to make this area look less square and cut off because you can actually see it through a gap between Nooks Cranny and the actual terraforming. So I've decided to pop down some vines in here, and we've popped down some flowers, and we're going to pop a bush, and it's just to fill this little area in so it just doesn't look so plain, I guess, and it makes it look more overgrown. And then once we fill that in, we will be doing the area above this. We'll be filling it in with a few flowers and some trees a little bit later on in this video. And yeah, I'll probably take up another tier as well, so we'll have 3 tiers behind Nooks Cranny, so hopefully the trees will be visible on top of the roof. Now once we've filled that little bit in, we're just going to leave it like that for a second. We'll go back to it later. I want to go up on top of this area, and you can see the entrance build just there to the right, so you know how close we are to the entrance. And I just want to pop some coconut trees up here. I think they'll look very nice and they'll definitely make it feel a bit more tropical around this area. So yeah, that's what I've done. Now we're going to be popping some flowers up here as well, and I'm going to be using some of the glowing moss and also some of the weeds and bushes, of course. We need some of those, and we basically want it to feel a bit more of an overgrown jungle feel up here on the terraforming. I want to start making some of the builds on this island feel like the jungle is starting to try and take over, because I feel like that's what would happen. If you have an abandoned tropical island, I feel like if there's jungle areas, they will slowly start to grow into the more built up areas. And yeah, you'll have jungle everywhere. So that's the whole idea anyway. Now we're just adding some more fencing next to Nooks Cranny, as you can see. And we're going to be popping some items behind here. We need a little bit of height, so we've popped down a tree. And then I'm going to be using some of the box items. We've got the cardboard bed here, and I'm also going to be using the cardboard sofa. I think these are so cute, and I love the cardboard sofa because it looks like the boxes are open. And then we're just going to pop in a retro transportation stop, customize in the damage customization. It kind of blocks that in. Looks like it's kind of like the delivery area, and yeah, I like how it looks. So I think it's time to start adding some items outside of Nooks Cranny now in front of these fencing. So we have the oil barrel bathtub, and I've also popped down a ruined seat, so it looks like this used to be a pillar there and it's all broken. As you can see, we already used some pillars in this build towards the sort of like right side of the build, more so near the entrance. And I just want to give the illusion that, you know, these used to be beautiful pillars and now they're just old and ruined, as the name would suggest of the items. So yeah, that's why they're there. I don't want to use too much of the ruined furniture set because I don't want it to feel like it's old ancient ruin type of thing. I don't want to go for that vibe, so I'm probably going to use a few pieces, not too many, because I was thinking maybe using it would make it look too jungly, and I don't want that. I really don't want that. We want it to be a tropical resort, so we're going to be doing tropical builds. Like I said, I'm going to do a hotel and a swimming pool and a little gift shop type thing. I'm thinking maybe like an old fun fair. I'm not too sure if that would work too well. I don't know. I'm sure I'll come up with some more ideas. Maybe like a spa area that's abandoned, a restaurant or cafe sort of thing. Maybe stuff like that. I don't plan too far in advance, because if I plan too much, I'll run out of space and I'll try and cram too much into such a small area and it would just look like a mess. So yeah, I'll just plan as I go like I normally do. Now all those pieces that I've put outside of Nooks Cranny, so the barrel and that, I think it just looks too much. So we're going to get rid of those. Way too many items there. I don't know why I put that many. And we're just going to have a little bit of a shuffle round basically. So I still want to use the pile of cardboard boxes, and I also want to use the pirate barrel still. So we'll try and get those down. And of course I'm going to keep the trash bags because I love the trash bags. One day I would love to do a whole trash core island. I think that'd be so fun, but I'm probably not going to do that next because I feel like that theme and this theme will be quite similar, along the lines of, you know, it's quite messy, it's abandoned, trash core type island, so I probably won't be doing that next. But speaking of my next theme, I know I'm only like 3 videos into this one. I'm gonna have to start thinking about what I want to do next. By the way, I know I'm going totally off topic to what we're actually building, but we're just doing terraforming, so we need something to talk about. We're just doing a little river, which I'm gonna be putting a bridge over. So anyway, back to my next theme. I need to do something that's completely different because otherwise I feel like I'm doing the same island over and over again. So yeah, we need to come up with a different idea. Now I do already have some ideas in my head that I would like to try, so some new themes and ideas. But you know, I like to know what you guys think. What ideas would you love to see in the future? Like what island themes or what type of theme with an extra element to it? Take my last island for example. So my last island was my spring cottagecore island, but to make it different I decided to put a huge lake in the middle, so that's what we did. So that's what sort of thing I mean. So get a theme, add a new type of element or design to it I guess. And yeah, go from there and see how it comes out. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions that you'd like to see in the future, I'd love to know them. Yeah, I'll pop them on the list. But anyway, enough about theme talk. We are doing this island. There's still a few builds. We're still a few months off getting this one finished, or weeks, who knows. Do you know what? I don't know how long it takes me to do an island nowadays. Sometimes I get it done really quickly because I do bigger builds. Sometimes a little bit more slower, so smaller builds, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. To be honest, you probably all think I'm crazy and I've gone mad because I'm already thinking about my next theme, even though I've only just started this one, but trust me, that's how my brain works every single time. So now that we finished the water terraforming, we just popped in a bridge. I went for the iron bridge, I can't remember what its real name is, but it's the blue one. And we've popped that down. We just needed to pay Lloyd and then I'll time travel at the end of this build and we'll get to see the bridge all built in all its gloriousness. So I thought this area looked a little bit plain, so we decided to do a little bit of a road blockage thing going on here. So we got some corrugated iron fencing, also popped down an item called iron frame, which is a DIY item, and I think it definitely looks like it's blocked the road, and so yeah, I really like how it looked. Now back over here, we're going to do some terraforming. We're going to get up on that level now. Want to do a little bit more terraforming, but we also want to place down some trees. So I'm going to mark out where I'm going to put the coconut trees first, and then we're going to do a little bits of terraforming behind where we've popped the trees, so we know how much space we've got behind. I don't want too much space here because it's literally just going to be flowers, bushes, and trees, and probably glowing moss and some weeds and some vines and stuff. So yeah, we don't want a too big of area to have to try and fill. Now I will be building on the 3rd tier, but probably not in this video. We're going to save that for another one because that will probably be a different build up there. I'm thinking maybe doing like a land bridge type thing going over the entrance, but I don't know. Like I said, it's a maybe right now. Also, while we're doing some more terraforming and we're going to be placing some flowers and stuff, I just want to talk about the villagers everyone has chosen. So I think I've decided on the 10 villagers that I'm going to have now, so that's exciting. Thank you so much to everyone who suggested villagers. You really did help me out, and I've managed to narrow it down to 10 villagers, so yeah, we're going to move them in as soon as possible. Oh, and also, while I remember, all the codes that I've used in today's video can be found listed in the description down below, so if you see any you'd like to use on your island, you'll find the MAs down there, along with some of the creators' socials that I could find as well, so go give them some love on their amazing designs because they definitely deserve it. So just while I'm finished off placing some plants down, so flowers, bushes and all that good stuff, I'm thinking for my next build I might do some of the villager houses. So you know earlier I mentioned about having some houses over the side of the bridge and making them look like little holiday homes. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might do that. Now I do need to go and play through Happy Home Paradise again. I need to speed run it, so that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So yeah, wish me luck with that. I don't know how many times I've speed run that Happy Home Paradise DLC. I can't even count anymore. It takes a long time. It takes quite a few hours. But anyway, we have just done a little bit of time traveling to get that bridge built, and that's all done because I didn't actually show me stood by the bridge, so that was very clever of me. But anyway, the bridge is here and we're just putting some more of that road code underneath the bridge. We made it look like it's a bit rugged, you know, and worn out, so yeah, that's why we've done that. Now we're just going to pop some bushes and a flower here because I have to for my peace of mind. Because I feel like it just looked empty, and we need to work on this little area across the road from the Nooks Cranny. So I'm going with the bamboo slat fencing again, and Victoria's going to get in the way quite a lot with this bit, and you'll see that in a second. And now I've left a few gaps in between the pieces, so it looks like those bits have fallen down and maybe they just got lost now and they're not there. I'm not doing anything too drastic and dramatic over here. We're just going to be putting down some coconut trees. I'm going to pop down an orange tree as well to add a little bit more colour, and it's just a different tree really. I think I'm going to scatter some orange trees throughout this island, to be honest. I might go around some of the entrance parts and change some of the trees to orange trees because I do like how they look and they are my native fruit, so that was handy. Now we're just going to be fencing this off. There is my house, of course. I haven't customised my house at all and I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, so that needs to be decided as well. And we're just using the vertical board fence to kind of block that off. Now there is a way to get to my house and it's through the little gap that I left in my entrance build, so if you watch that build you know where that is, so we are able to get to a house easy. Now we're getting towards the end of this build. We need to add a few little finishing touches. We got the busted radio there and we put a little fire extinguisher outside of Nooks Cranny. These are just things that I would expect to see outside from a building when I see an abandoned island or abandoned area. I don't know why, it's just some of those things that I can imagine seeing. But there we go, we're putting the last item down. We popped down a utility pole and we've finished the build, so it's time to look around. So there we have it. We've had a quick look around of the area we built today. It was just this one area, so there wasn't too much to show. Now, I had fun building this area. I'm not sure if I'm going to change it ever so slightly. I might make it look a bit more holiday-ish, if that makes sense. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!